Hey there, guys. It is Josh Siwasepl, and welcome back to Control Line. Last time we did some stuff, this time we do more stuff. Mainly move on into here. Ah, shit. Stay still. Woo! You got... No, wait, no. They're... telekinetic. Not gonna matter at all. Ah. Oh, shit.
There's gotta be a way to rotate these tracks. Maybe there's a control panel nearby.
Gotta be down on the ground then. Yep. Much as I would love to be able to go in there. Easy enough.
There's gotta be a way to rotate these tracks. Maybe there's a control panel nearby.
I guess I should go back down and look at that door, though. Guess who just had an inspection? Guess who just had to inspect an inbound delivery of like 100 teensy tiny little boxes? Me. That's who. And you know what was inside each one? A single human tooth. Fucking gross. All right.
It won't rotate. Something's blocking it.
Oh, is it the stupid mold things? It is. Explode. Thank you. Want to make sure nothing was gonna charge at me from back there. Hello. What was that? For a split second, there's something. I don't know what it is. Alright, game, be nice. Oh! Fuck! Oh! This shit! Where'd you go? Of course, not a whole lot of room. Oh, is that what that other thing was supposed to look like? But I took care of it quick. Ooh, ooh. Kill it. Okay. It'd be nice if you didn't throw that at me again. Oh, I got a ways to go. Oh, hello. We might as well see what happens. Just turn the lights on. Maybe oh. Yeah. I couldn't have used the elevator anyway. Moot point. Haha. Shit. Stay back. The airplane in question has been brought in from a private airfield located in the town of Redacted, Cincinnati. It is suspected to be connected to the Redacted AW. See case file redacted for details, and is being evaluated for altered status. The plane is currently being stored in the transit corridor in the containment sector, brought there through the New York subway tunnel, special access redacted. Further information. And links to the urban legends centered on ghost suspicion, abandoned tracks, and redacted, see file, whatever. The plane's black box is currently being evaluated for redacted, and initial readings have been taken by a research team, though no altered status has yet been detected. Alright, we're gonna go with there's nothing in there. Very bright. Keep out. Are you just gonna stay that blurry, or? Oh shit. The first slide was a room with the dirty wallpaper and dolls on a shelf. There were a lot of dolls. The house was empty. No one lived there. We played in there a lot. It was our secret playhouse. Hey, that's me. And that one must be Dylan. I went to school with Neil. Some kids called him Nosebleed Neil, likely Neil Hosenberg missing. It was mean. He had asthma. Tom, note, likely Tom Barlow, missing. And his gang, Freddie, note, likely Frederick Bartwell, missing. Hugo, no one by this name was found in public record, bullied him. We brought Neil to the dump to play. All right, that must be Dylan. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide designated house. This is going to go around. No need for me to go through the metal detector.
You're listening to America Overnight, celebrating 29 years, shining a light in the shadows. Thank you for staying with us. Here's our first caller.
Hi. What I'm about to tell you, if they found out, I don't know what would happen.
If who found out, brother?
The men in the suits. They told me it was an industrial accident, but this is something else. Something nobody talks about. Ordinary.
This certainly doesn't sound very ordinary, caller.
No, not ordinary. Ordinary. It's a town. And it wasn't an industrial accident. I mean, that's what they said, but that's bullshit.
Whoa, please watch the language, caller. It may be 2 a.m., but we're still a family show.
I'm sorry. It's just, my brother was dead. They said the town was destroyed, but it wasn't. I went there. The people are gone, but the town's there. It's still there.
So the population of an entire town disappears, yet the town remains. Tell me, was the phrase, "there is no salvation," written anywhere?
I'm not sure.
The same thing happened in Brazil in 23, a village called Hor Verde. More than 600 people just up and left. The government said they were fleeing guerrilla forces, but we know the truth. A mass abduction. As predicted by my regular guest, Dr. Quincy Wayman.
Abduction? You mean aliens? That's bullshit! I know they're lying!
Now I warned you about the language, caller. I'm afraid we're gonna have to cut you off. And good timing too. It's time for a short break. Hang in there. America Overnight will be right back.
How many of these radio shows are just like the bureaus? An awe occurred in the town of Ordinary, caused by an object power, slide projector ID OOP-15, discovered by local children at the dump outside of town. When a specific set of slides are used in the projector, the projected images open doorways to other dimensions. Multiple slides were used by the children, resulting in the disappearance of the town's adult population. On August 3rd, 2002, siblings Dylan Faden, 10 years old, CP6 material, and Jesse Faden, 11-year-old, CP7 materials, were playing at the local dump when they found a discarded slide projector. A team led by Director Trench and Dr. Darling arrived at the site on September 14th. The all had ended, but the team found the Faden children, who led them to the slide protector and the slides, which had been burned with the exception of one. Jesse escaped when agents attempted to detain the pair. In total, 17 surviving individuals were found in the town. All of them were brought in for questioning and tests. See interviews redacted and prime candidate program files redacted. So more people than us survived.
There is a curious correlation with the yet unknowable forces intruding upon our world, in the form of altered world events. These forces gravitate toward archetypal objects, a gun, a television, a supposedly haunted house. So clearly humanity affects this process. Our collective unconscious is a map of sorts. We hold the key, but we don't know how to use it. We create these archetypes through everyday life, popular culture, urban legends, but we are observing and influencing a complicated system in action. We can change the likelihood of something being a receptacle for these forces just by thinking about it. But we haven't found a method to control the outcome. And yet, there's something unique in us, in our dreams, in the conceptual reality with power, with our minds. What's the cause and what's the effect? Are we the starting point or just a necessary evil in this? A byproduct, a reflection, a projection? We'll struggle to find the answers to these hard questions. Or die trying.
Yeah, but is it something you can ever actually answer? Jesse and me followed the dung monkeys to the cave. There were a lot of them. More of the kids from town had joined up. It was really scary. Jesse grabbed the projector and we ran as fast as we could. They chased us. I fell and hurt my knee. Jesse tried to help me, but the dung monkeys were coming. They were just about to get us, but then Neil showed up. Neil looked like a dog, like a melted dog, but I knew it was him. Neil said a lot of times he didn't like being a boy because Tom just beat him up. I think he liked being a dog. The projector wouldn't turn off, so we changed the slides to the hand. The projector wouldn't turn off, so we changed the slide to the hand. I heard her immediately. She promised to help. Jesse, we should call her Polaris. It's because she was doing stars at school. Oh, Jesse said we should call her Polaris. Additional slide designation hand is verified and in your possession. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity designated Dog Neil. Oh shit. Oh! It was incidental. After what happened at school to Mrs. Chester, we started spying on Tom and saw where they took the projector. Tom and his troglodytes were using the Sled Hill Caves as their headquarters. That's where the projector was. They've been using the temple slide, we call it that, but normally it was a broken concrete thing, like a warehouse or a bomb shelter or something very dark. The not mother lived there with her. Babies, children, I don't know. She was feeding Tom and the others her milk. They were changing into little monsters. We called them dung monkeys. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide designated temple. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural hitting, not mother. I don't like this at all.
Annual evaluation of Dylan Faden, formerly P6, performed by Dr. Carla Vaughn. The questions asked here correspond to the 5th iteration of the gunner's psychological assessment. Are you ready, Dylan? Let's begin then. In a single word, describe the world around you.
Where's Casper?
Dr. Darling is out of the building today.
He's never out. He didn't want to come here. He never visits, not since Roberts. Tell Darling it wasn't my fault. I couldn't control it yet, but I can now. I learned. Will you tell him?
In a single word, describe the world around you.
A prison. A cold, empty prison. Not even a poster on the wall.
What is the next number in the sequence 3, 6, 9, 12, 15?
18.
What day is it today?
How the hell would I know? It's not like you give me a calendar.
You find a rabbit in the woods. It is breathing, but not moving. You cannot see any blood. What do you do?
Leave it.
Expand on that.
It doesn't matter. The rabbit's not real. None of it's real.
What day is it today?
Do you enjoy asking people questions that can't be answered? Is this what gets you up in the morning? What you dreamed of doing as a scared, stupid little girl?
Can you describe a dog to me?
In ordinary, we had a friend. Nosebleed Neil. And when it all went crazy, you know what I mean. Nosebleed Neil turned into a dog. Or something like a dog.
What day is it tomorrow?
Fuck off! I don't know! There is no calendar! How can I fucking know?
Dylan, calm down.
Fuck you! Fuck you and fuck Casper! Hey! Are you watching this, you old fuck? Did you send your bitch because you're too scared of me? Where is Casper?
Security, get a team in here. I need...
I mean, to be fair, they kind of created that. You can't sit there and blame him. The second slide we called the meadow, but it was really just an empty lot with a bunch of weeds. There was a shack and a phone line. It smelled like flowers there. It was powerful, intoxicating. We had crazy dreams there. It must have been because of the smell. I didn't like it. Didn't like losing control. In the dreams, everything was melting, and then when we'd come out, everything had melted around the projector. Oh, that was Jesse. Neil was really into it. We found out he'd been coming there more and more on his own. Then Tom beat the secret out of Neil and found the projector. He and his goons took it. We thought Neil had got lost inside the meadow when Tom changed the slide, but that's not what happened. Unconfirmed existence. There's a lot of slides that are unaccounted for, huh? I'm very nervous about what this is.
They have on ordinary. It's all here. Our home, our school, the woods, the dump.
I guess you can build whatever scale model you need to when the building potentially has an unlimited amount of space. This must be the dump. Ooh. Wow. That's That's a hell of a zoom. Oh shit. Shit. I was trying to possess him. I didn't mean to throw him, but hell, if it works, it works. What? Oh, wait, you know what I should do? Oh, well, damn, that killed him.
In the dump outside town. Did they recreate that too? Is that where they keep it?
I was gonna try and use charge on him, but I forgot. That ambiance or...
You mentioned a poem last time we talked. By Thomas Zane?
Yes. Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated.
I looked the poem up. Only I couldn't find any poet by that name. I did find a European filmmaker who moved here in the 60s, named Thomas Zane.
What? I don't...
No matter. It suits you very well. The poem. How you see things. Maybe you wrote it yourself?
I didn't.
No matter. You've said a few times that you feel like there's a piece of you missing. Can we talk about that?
Okay. Yeah, it's this...
Ah, shit.
feel an emptiness, a yearning for something that I think I lost.
It's natural for you to feel that way. Your brother and your parents are dead.
No! No. Dylan's not dead. And that's not even it.
You're referring to the imaginary friend from your childhood?
Polaris. She's come back. After a long time, she's calling me. In a dream I saw, she showed me things.
Jesse.
It felt more real than anything. As real as what happened in Ordinary.
The industrial accident in your hometown? That you believe Polaris caused?
No, it wasn't an accident. There was no industrial accident, and Polaris didn't cause it. She saved me and Dylan.
Jesse...
No! It was a cover-up. The government knows about it. There were agents there. Agents from... I don't know exactly, but they took Dylan. I'll find them. I won't stop looking. Polaris wants me to go to New York. There's a building there. I have to leave soon. I have to be there at a very specific time. Something hugely important is going to happen.
Jesse, you know we can't let you go until you're well. And that begins by understanding what's real and what's imagined.
So, they knew I was coming. And what did they have planned for me? Were they gonna try and catch me? Details are largely based on interviews conducted with Dylan Faden, see interviews redacted and redacted for relevant information, and the obtained therapy session of Jesse Faden, as well as circumstantial evidence found at the ordinary site. Note that accounts provided by all three sources contain conflicting data. Examples: Dylan claims there were 8 slides for the projector. Jesse mentioned 9 slides. The Bureau found 1 intact slide and the burnt remains of 6 others. Unfortunately, these slides are too badly damaged to be used in the projector. Jesse Faden is believed to be the individual responsible for burning the slides. Dr. Darling has ordered that the entirety of the Ordinary Town dump be brought to the Bureau for examination and analysis with the hopes of finding additional slides or other altered materials. Due to the limit space and investigation sector, this all will be investigated in the containment sector. So everything's here. What would be the account for the conflicting information? Yeah, still
Moved the whole landfill here in
not
the middle of New
looking
York.
forward to this.
Nobody saw a thing. Pretty unbelievable.
By order of Dr. Darling, all work in the ordinary dump is to stop effective immediately. Resource will be allocated to the redacted department. Details will be forthcoming. The area will be sealed at the end of the month. Please remove all personal effects before that time. Any photographic slides, the type used in the slide projector found in the area, should be delivered to Dr. Darling immediately. Are you telling me the hiss isn't going to show up here? There they are. Just, get that out of the way immediately. Ooh! Oh, man. That didn't do as much as I was hoping it was going to. Yeah, that's not doing as much. I think I prefer Pierce. Oh, shit. Not good. Fuck! Shit! I couldn't get the shield up in time.
Nobody saw a thing. Pretty unbelievable.
Ooh! Shit! Stop having a shield. Only I should have one. dodging. Ah, these assholes. Ah! Damn it! Where'd the other guy go? He's gonna dodge it too, isn't he? Can you stop being a dickbag and stand still? I know he's gonna dodge it, but it's kind of just a thing. If I can get him to dodge, then maybe he won't throw. We'll just distract him. Hey, I hit him. Oh!
We should check that
I pulled him. Okay. All right, that just opens that up. There is something here. Album cover? I was 9 or something when I found my dad's Old Gods album. I became a huge fan instantly. There's a computer. Let's cross our fingers.
Effective immediately. I'm setting up a new department. Dimensional research in the research sector. Transferring the slide projector there. That's where my focus will be now. The ordinary site remains as is. We'll be back to... I don't know when.
Darling took the projector to the research sector. He dedicated a whole area to it, so he knew it was important. Dimensional research. That's where we go next.
Dimensional research? Oh, I got a lot of missions here. Investigate the sector elevator? What? All right, I guess we'll head back. That thing's still rolling around. Sorry, just trying to figure out where I'm going. Looks like I can go into the Sterling Hall, maybe? Before we continue on, can I talk to Pope? Well, I actually can. Is that one of my missions? Yeah, I guess I have to talk to her anyway. There's also paperwork here. To examine the invasion's timeline of events for possible patterns of his behavior, establishing a timeline is difficult at present because of lack of reliable communication between Bureau sectors and staff. Preliminary models indicate Ground Zero, the invasion, is located within the executive sector. Once it becomes possible to interview surviving personnel, pinpointing the exact location should be feasible. Other outstanding questions that a timeline may help answer: how did the Hiss get past the internal lockdown? How does Hiss resonance advance through space, deliberately or uniformly? What is their ultimate goal? The outside world, a cross-dimensional destination, referred to redacted. I didn't issue that report. Don't bring that on me. Researchers were sent to transcribe the recursive chant repeated by the Hiss entities. In the interest of safety, this was done with the non-aggressive floating Hiss entities. However, no distinction between this repeating phrase and the one repeated by the more violent Hiss entities have been observed. What is the purpose of this repeating string of words? Is this how the Hiss corrupts individuals? Does the chant produce a physical effect? Is it a message, an incantation? We are able to record a first-hand recitation of the chanting. See the corresponding audio record. If we understand the Hiss to be a force based on vibration and resonance, then perhaps their incantation, which is now the agreed-upon term for the vocalization, is an effort to express that resonance using humming vocal cords in speech. What would there be difference if the I cannot talk, for the love of God. Would there be differences if the incantation were recited in a different language? The most common word used is want. Interestingly, every usage of the word is attributed to a you. You want to listen. You want this to be true. You want these waves to drag you away. And we, the you, are we the you the Hiss are referring to? Does the Hiss believe humanity, possibly all non-Hiss life, wants to join it, to be consumed by it? Is that its goal? The second most used words are through and time. Is this possible that Hiss stating how they arrived here, or an indication of its age? There is clear intention in the words. Dismissing the incantation as nonsense, as some of my colleagues recommended, is beyond idiotic. All right, let's talk to her.
Do you remember Mr. Tomasi, the head of communications?
Yeah.
The Hiss he was changed into showed up in containment, near the turntable.
I'll take care of it.
That thing's not getting away this time. I've heard reports about his particular use of language and intonation when repeating the Hiss babbling. The biological and behavioral distinctions between different Hiss-corrupted individuals is truly fascinating. I wonder if I could categorize the data.
And she's already off on her own thing.
Oh, I got another mission.
I've been seeing these Darling presentations all over. Seems like he enjoys the limelight.
So you noticed, huh? When he recruited me out of college, he actually came to visit. He interrupted my physics course by shouting, "Not quite, Professor," and then marching down to the front of the class where he proceeded to berate the very idea of laws of thermodynamics. Hey, he's been a showboat all his life.
Darling visited you in college?
Yeah, he read a paper I'd published, came to recruit me for the Bureau. I accepted and then spent years waiting for access to the confidential research that Darling promised me. And whenever I ask about my access level, he just mumbles that it's temporarily postponed and then changes the subject to the effect of entropy on luck.
I wonder who else Darling had his work from. Marshall? Trench?
Have you learned anything about Dylan's condition?
Only that he's definitely Hiss, but I guess his chanting made that pretty obvious. You know, interestingly, the words of the Hiss incantation have an average length of 4 letters. The most common word used 7 times is
I read that in
want.
your report.
The next most common are through and time. That's very interesting, don't you think?
I don't care about the words. What about my brother?
Right. Sorry, I got a little off track. Well, strangely, his tissue samples all look healthy, unlike the other his I've tested.
That's good news. Right?
I wanted to talk to you about the crazy things I can do. My abilities. I get the sense that they're not very usual around here. Well, usual and unusual aren't really benchmarks at the Bureau, but for some perspective, Director Northmore once used the floppy disk to send a bowling ball 6 yards through the air, and that was considered a huge deal. So compared to that, you are most certainly an outlier.
An outlier. I like the sound of that.
All right, I guess that's all the information
I should
I
get
can
going.
attain from her.
Don't let me hold you up.
I think with that,
I need the containment protocols for every altered item or object of power with an audio-related effect.
I'm going to go ahead and call it. And next time, we'll investigate the sector elevator
So any countermeasures designed
and see what that is, and get to dimensional research? I don't remember seeing something for dimensional research. Maybe that's beyond the ashtray maze. We'll figure it out. Anyway, I'm going to head right now. Remember to like and subscribe and check out the Discord and the Patreon. Links are in the description, and I will see you guys there.